Okay, as usual, until people get here, I'm just going to do some very brief, quick pick a cards. So we'll do career, and you can just catch this on the playback. I know there's nobody here right now, but it will keep you entertained until other people show up. Career reading. So what you need to know about your career right now, and you are going to pick a number from 1 to 3. And I'm going to just go. So group 1, what do you need to know about your career? Wow. Okay. Wow. Magician. Unbelievable. Looks like skills are increasing. Manifestations are increasing for you. I don't know what you're trying to manifest in your career right now, but that is looking really good with the Magician. But skills, more skills, getting creative. If you've been wanting to also start your own job or start your own passion project or side hustle, now is the time. Now is the time. But don't be surprised too if a manifestation soon pops up within your workplace, especially if you have your eyes peeled for something. Group 2. What do you need to be aware about your career? Oh, well, more of the same here, but Ace of Cups, really good energy. A really tranquil time coming up. I heard you're going to win. You will win. You will win. Oh, you will win. This is also promotions. This is more money, more abundance, more overtime, all of that great stuff. New beginning. But this is also, I'm going back to, I heard you will win. So I don't know if there's been something happening in the workplace that hasn't been feeling the greatest. Hello. Just make sure you keep your cool. Move in love. This is not the time to be aggressive in the workplace. You really do need to keep your wits about you and keep move in love, okay? More. Group 3. Okay, so there's something you're not clearly seeing at work. Something you're not clearly seeing at work. And it could be that you don't belong there. Or it's time to move on, but there could be a lot of confusion in the workplace. 7 of Cups, a lot of daydreaming. I don't know why I just heard this, but if you're wondering about a particular person, they do think a lot about you when they're at work, but you could be thinking about them when they're at work as well, when you're at work as well too. But there's confusion, and I think you don't know which way to move, but have patience because it will get cleared up. That muddled thinking will turn clear for you. You just have to be quite patient about it. But if you are feeling uncomfortable at work, there's probably a reason for it. Okay, there's probably a reason. You have to be thinking about something very clearly right now when it comes to your job. Please say hello when you enter the room. I would love to know who's here. Please also know you can ask me a question about spirituality, even if you don't feel like getting a reading. Not necessarily your private life. If you do want something in regards to your private life, you will need to book. Hi, Mercedes. But if it's about spirituality, I'm so happy to talk about it. But if I don't know what you're talking about or I don't have any insight, I definitely won't speak on it. Okay, so I'll never speak about something I don't know. But yeah, hello. Yes, please say hello when you're entering. I just, it doesn't tell me who's here. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I don't know what time it is where you are, but where I'm at, it's 11:13 a.m. Let me know where you're watching from. I like to know that kind of stuff. I think it's so cool how we're all connected. We're all connected through this, but we're all at different parts of the, planet. Yes, you can send money for 2 questions. Just make sure it's a double payment. Okay, so the 25 is per question. But remember, it's in Canadian currency. So, if you are, let's say, based out of the US, it will be cheaper. Just make sure on my receiving end, it's 25. And then put your question within the description box so it's easier for me. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling about life, their journey? How are you feeling about that? It's interesting energy right now. To those who have done the work, I do feel like people are starting to feel a lot better. Do you feel a lot better? Because I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to feel a lot better. But I'm not going to lie. I had to put in a lot of work to get here, you know? You're indecisive. Hi, Clarice. You're feeling indecisive? Who says you have to choose, though? But, you know, who says you have to choose, Clarice? Be indecisive. Be whatever it is that you want to. I'm not taking super chats, guys. I don't do super chats. And is that a rupee? Because this gets really confusing. So yeah, but who says you have to be decisive? Be whatever you want to be, Clarice. You know, there's no wrong or right way to be. That's like 64 cents. I don't read for 64 cents. I'm sorry. You should have read the description box. I don't take super chats. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. And I don't have a way to refund you, so you'll have to call your credit card company. Yeah, everybody needs to start owning their feelings. If you're feeling sad, own it. If you're feeling, you know, upbeat, own it. If you're feeling indecisive, and then be patient with yourself. But you know what? The best thing I ever learned was the formula given to me. Well, not personally to me, but by Bashar. Okay, so whatever it is that you're feeling, you know, we've never been given the formula. So if you're indecisive, you're like, this is what you say. I'm feeling indecisive because I choose to believe I need to. You will find when you do that, whether you're feeling positive or negative or whatever it is, it will start to lift immediately. That's the interesting thing. I'm not pulling cards. These are paid readings. I feel like it says it very clearly in the description box. I'm going to go over there, though. Let me go over and see who's paid. I'm just going over, guys. Give me a moment here. Okay, I've got two people, or probably this is the two questions. Hold on. Okay, I've got Sophia for 2. So if you want to get in, now may be the time, because there's nobody after her. Hi, Chitra. Grateful for your channel. I'm wondering if I made the right decision creating an Instagram and posting reels. Also, what will my career look like in the next year? I'm in school and have practium. Okay. Okay, let's talk to Sophia. Talk to us about her creating an Instagram account and posting reels. What does she need to know about this? Do you have expectations of any sorts? And then the other question I have with respect to this is, did you get any kind of trolls? Was there something that happened that caused you to feel or wonder why, or if this was a good idea? Okay, Clarice, no worries. I'll check over in a minute. I created for fun, but maybe it's not the right decision. But like, let's be honest. Yeah, all the time. See, that's what I thought it was. Because I want to know something. Like, are you sure there was no expectations? Like, I know we can say it was for fun, but let's like be real. Was there any kind of expectations of like blowing up or anything like that? And then I guess my second question is I feel like there were trolls. Now, those trolls came to test you. They did. Let me tell you something, Sophia. You know my second channel? I had a video recently that blew up to 18K. I didn't expect that. You don't even want to know. I didn't receive many, but I had 2 or 3 men write me the most disgusting thing you could ever write a woman, okay? I didn't let it discourage me because I know it comes with the territory. And honestly, it was probably a test to see if I would run away, okay, or push through. So it's all the way you look at it. This does look like with the Ace of Swords, you made a decision based upon your higher self, okay? I just showed up, Miriam. I just showed up. This does look like there's a reason why you started this. Now, I don't know with these cards if you're going to know immediately why. This looks like one of those things you have to wait a while for it to be revealed to you. And things do kind of work like that sometimes. You won't know right away. I would really continue, but I know at the end of the day, you have to do what you're guided to do. But you're asking me, I would continue. You may actually, through this Instagram account, unbeknownst to you, be working on some things that you don't really or weren't aware of exist within you. So it does look like it's a part of your journey, but don't underestimate it, because I feel like with the Three of Swords, you're going to be it's a tool. It's like something that came into your life to start to work on something deeper. You will get movement down the road, and it will be very positive. And I do feel like, I don't know if this is going to make sense to you, but I see younger people. Oh, you just go through the description box, Bethany. Just go through the description box. It will show you what to do. You just go through PayPal, and yeah, there's a list. I haven't checked over there in a while. But right now I'm on somebody for 2 questions, but I'll go and check in a bit. So now would be the time to go over. Younger people is who you're going to be pulling in. I don't know how old you are, but like, I don't care if you're 21. It will be like 17, 18, 19-year-olds. They will gravitate and they will feel very inspired. So I want you to keep going. I really, this is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe 3. You're going to be working on some internal things through the account. B, you're going to be inspiring some people who need to be inspired, like a messenger. You're a messenger of some sorts. And then thirdly, what was the third thing? Oh, this could lead to some sort of money or something. Connecting you somehow to something. It does feel financial, but I don't know what that will look like. I don't know. It's like YouTube. YouTube is not really a money-making place. Trust me, it's not, guys. Like, I don't care if you're even getting 20,000 K views a video. It doesn't pay out like what you think it, guys. If you're not a YouTuber, pays out. But it's a marketplace. So it serves its purpose. It brings people to me. It finds people to me. It's that kind of thing. So I want you to keep going. But don't let anybody discourage you, please. Okay? Let me, I did for my 18-year-old self. I'm happy I inspire youth. Yeah. Okay, let me go to your second question. Hold on here, guys. Okay, I'm reading for Sophia. She has 1 more. Then we have Clarice. Then we have Kinesia. And then we have Miriam. Okay, so you want to know what your career is going to look like in the next year. Okay, let's talk to her about career. Wow, very nice. Are you single? I'm just curious, Sophia. Are you single? I'm going to be honest. I don't know what you meant when you said practicum. I don't know what that means. But I'm just wondering as well, too, if it's not that you're single, are you working with children? Or will you be working with children? Yeah. Um, this is really a great path for you. Like, you've got so much forward movement. Like, even the cards, I know they're like a still shot, but they look like, it looks like movement. They're in motion, and I just feel like this is like longevity. Like, you've got like longevity. You know, that's very important, right? With AI coming and stuff. Like, this is not a joke, guys. I hope everyone's preparing out there. And I'm not saying that to be in fear, but there will be a ton of jobs created. But, you know, try to get in the line of human connection, because people will be craving that. There's a lot of luck around this. You know, I don't know that I can literally read, you know, the next year, because they're giving me beyond a year. And you're going to change many people's lives. But this does also look like starting one's own thing. Starting one's own thing. So I feel like you gather, you learn what you need to know. And then there's like this movement in the future where you just take your own path. Hi, Alex. You just go to the description box and follow the link, and then I'll put you on the list. Well, you'll be in a list already. I just have to go over there and read it off, okay? Like, as to who, so just stick around. But yeah, hi, Ray. Thank you for checking in. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you're on a very unique like path of destiny. I just think because this looks so natural, as far as you, like, because people don't always, they just don't, they don't ever end up sometimes in, you know, at first what they're supposed to be doing. But this looks to me like you're exactly where you need to be, and there will always be forward movement. You will not be bored. Okay, you will not be bored. There will be an ever changing, but the path allows you to ever change, like change. And you're not going to be working for someone else. You'll be in the field, but you'll be starting your own thing down the line. So you just really need to work on your thoughts, or whatever it is you need to work on, and then let everything else just get taken care of. I actually don't think like you need to go out of your way to do anything special when it comes to career. You're already, you look like you are where you need to be. Just work on the internal things. The spirit really wants you, you know, working on the spiritual journey, and we'll take care of everything else. That type of thing. But lots of success and lots of longevity. This is not a career that you're going to have to like leave or end, or it won't be there for the future. It will be. But just don't be surprised if you take whatever it is that you learn and then you go a different route with it. And I will say it looks like it's more the humanitarian path. Have you ever thought of actually helping the less privileged? Yeah, the less privileged. Those that come in through very unfortunate circumstances. Because I just feel like you will be called to that. And it could be somebody calling for you, or you could have the calling yourself, but you will take whatever it is that you're learning and you will apply it. So yes, I'm currently in public health, indigenous. Oh my, well, there you go. There you go. But this could take on another level. This can take on another level, like deeper. Like, you may be thinking that you're looking at people in front of you that are not doing too well. There might be even worse than that coming, okay? So you're right for the job. I'm going to finish this reading by saying again to you, Just work on yourself, work on your ascension, work on whatever it is that you feel like you want to fix, improve. We will take care of the rest. Okay? Yeah, you're going to be working with children. You're going to be working with children, empowering them. But listen, I can't even go into what I'm seeing really too much here because I could get, like a hit on my video. I think you know what I'm talking about. Just situations that are not the most pleasant, okay? Okay, I'm going back over here. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Clarice, I'm going for now, then Kinesia, then Miriam, then Iona, and then Jamie. Hi, I would love to know what you see in the romance department. Okay, let's find out. Let's talk to Clarice. What does she need to know about romance? I just heard very loudly you're being saved for the best. You're being saved for the best. But that best may not be anything you've ever expected before. So I don't know what it is that you have inside your head as far as the expectations of a connection. This will far exceed it, but you have to be ready for it. But you are being saved for the best. Nothing will come through. Like, you're done. This whole karmic, whatever problems, chaos, this is not what you'll be dealing with right now. How long have you been single for? I'm just curious. And please don't include the, what do you call it, complicated situations. They're not really, I wouldn't consider, there's the guy. There's the guy. Okay, that's a long time. That's a long time. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I gotta ask you something here. This is kind of where live readings can become sometimes a little uncomfortable because you're in front of a bunch of people. Anybody that you've encountered, okay, like, okay, anyone you've been encountering romantically up until now was actually helping you, helping. I don't know if I want to say helping. You were working out something actually with your father through these people. I guess I should have asked you first before I spoke. Would you say the relationship with the father was a bit difficult? Because I feel like they had aspects of your father, and it's not that it's a personality. It could just be like, I don't know, not showing up in a certain way. That has come to an end, Clarice. You've somehow healed it. You have healed it. You may not think you are. I feel like you're very tired. And I don't know. I feel like also too, you wouldn't necessarily congratulate yourself. Like if someone said to you, what do you think about how well you're doing? You'd be like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Okay, that says a lot. That says a lot, Clarice. I would never marry a man like him. That says a lot. That was a bit of a contradicting sentence there. I have a good relationship, but I would never marry a man like him. Now, that's interesting. Let's leave that alone, okay? We don't need to go too deep into that because to me, it's like done. It's done. Whatever it is, it's been worked out, okay? Whether you think it has or not. Now, We have someone here. And I would say here, there's so much coming through with emotions. Like this person who's being you're being saved for. It's like it feels it just runs so deep with emotions. But he's not going to be really what you are expecting. I'm so uncomfortable every time I pause. I try to gain myself and I just feel like you guys are like, come on, speak. But that's just me. That's nothing to do with you guys. But I like to take sometimes times, but I don't know why I feel so weird about it. I just feel like I had to take a breath on that because I got a glimpse of who he is, and it's he, when he shows up, will just want to love you so bad. But I feel like there's this almost like pushing away or like skepticism about him. And I'm feeling like it's like the way he's viewed is like he can't handle stuff, but actually he can, but he's being like viewed improperly. And I don't know why. I don't know why he's being viewed. Like, I don't know. It's like I look at him and I'm talking about if I'm you, and I'm like, I don't know that he like what is this? This is actually like interesting. What is this that I'm picking up? Why would she be viewing him like that when all he wants to do is love her? Okay. Something just came into my mind's eye and asked me, how are you with dating outside of your ethnicity? I think he's going to be very different. Like, I think it's an ethnic thing. Are you okay with that? What are your views on that? It says go easy on them. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I guess my question, I'm gonna stick to my question. How are you with dating outside of, wow, I would love to date outside my race. Okay. Yeah. But now I want to go a little further now that you're okay with that. How would your family feel? Not that they exactly matter, because I mean, when love is love, like who cares? There's just something. He's different. He's not anything you've ever experienced. But I feel like I don't know, he gets discriminated upon. Not that you're discriminating upon his race. It's more like you kind of put these things like you don't think he can handle something, or he's just something but it's not true. They would be shocked. Yeah. Okay, so with this card, let's just bring it down a notch, because I know it can be quite alarming. And then when people read the word discrimination, they start freaking out. I'm not taking it to that level, but there's something. And I just feel like it's, again, that, like when I said to you, I felt like when he comes in, it's like I feel like I'm viewing him as something in a way that is not true. That was weird that popped up. So I don't know exactly what it will be. They're telling me it's going to be you who's going to have to find out. Allow it to unfold unnaturally, but just be careful with projecting or assuming. Allow him to kind of prove himself. He will love you deeply, but maybe it's that, I don't know. I don't want to sit here and try to guess. Let me find out some more about this person. Listen, I can't give you a time frame for when this guy's coming, but you are being saved for him. Like, no one else can come, really. Like, I don't see any kind of like commitment with another person before him, like, years, or you got to experience a relationship. No, I don't see that. So if it's quiet and nothing's happening, you're going to have to adopt the philosophy that it's for your benefit because you are being saved for the best. Now, let me just get 2 cards from here. You may really reject this guy, Clarice. You may really reject him when he shows up. Okay, we're only going with 1 more card. Let's see what else is to unfold. Something is being balanced between the 2 of you, but look at that on the last word, judgment. This is interesting. With this card, I just say that you allow things to unfold. Allow the person to prove themselves, because I think they're going to be very different from what you've expected or what you've been with, or I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. And this is where I, as a reader, I have to shut up, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start speculating when there's really no point in doing that. You just need to know the general idea. Now, listen, he does come in. He is part of the path, okay, with this card. He will be the effect of all the cause and effect, cause and effect. The work you've done on yourself up until this point, he is the effect of that cause, okay, that cause and effect. But let's be real here. And I actually like this because I don't like to sugarcoat things. Like, things take work, okay? You will have things to work out with him. And I don't know what that's going to look like, you know, but it's good. It's actually good because you're learning something, and we're always learning something from people. We always are. But I don't want anyone to sit here and think that, you know, you're going to have some fairy tale romance that's going to last for the rest of your life and you're not going to have to work on things. It's just not true. Take it from me. I've been married for 17 years. It's work. And we don't even have major problems. We just have communication problems. That's it. So imagine people out there who are dealing with worse and they just give up, you know? It's going to be work. But let your guard down. Let your hair down, Clarice, when this guy shows up. Allow him to love you. His loving style may be very different. It could even be a tad bit cheesy with the Knight of Cups. Like, he's very romantic, okay? But just watch the actions and give him a chance, okay? Give him a chance. Good for you. Good for you doing work on yourself. This is what, you know, if we were all doing this, the world would be so much better, you know, so much better. But it is designed for us not to. So there's that, right? Yeah, that was deep. I actually felt like I lost time on your reading. I felt like I was so into it. I just don't even know how much time passed. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is going to be, you may have to fight off other people. Like, you know, I feel like there's going to be infiltrators trying to come and break this up, because it's like something good is finally happening to you. And you're going to have to just be like, you know what? Like, no, this is my time. I've been waiting for this forever. And this is with like the 10 of Pentacles, a very secure relationship. Okay. It is built for longevity. It's going to be the most solid foundation ever built. And what you will feel from that person, just that level of safeness, just feeling safe, it will exceed your expectations. Yeah, Jay, no problem. I'm going over there now. I'll let you guys know when I can't do anymore. Right now, my energy is okay. Okay, so we've got quite the lineup here. Okay, Kinesia, I'm on Kinesia, then Miriam, then Iona, then Jamie, then Jocelyn, then Melody, and then Eva. Okay, Kinesia. Hi, Chetra, it's Nisi. I want to know what Spirit wants me to know about the next chapter in spiritual personal growth. My mind went right to this deck when I read that. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear this? It feels big. It feels big to me. What is her next step or chapter in spiritual personal growth? Sorry, but this is so funny. What did I just say? Are you ready? Yes. So listen, you're asking the question, but I think me asking you that is not a coincidence. Like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to accept? Because they will give it to you. They will hand it to you. But all you got to do is just say yes. But that is so funny. Oh my goodness, Spirit is so funny. Okay, let's get what that next chapter is. Okay, this is not going to be the most fun, okay? That's why I understand now why I asked you if you were ready. You've got the crumbling, okay? What are you clinging on to? But you know what? That tower, it looks like a tower to me. Like, okay. Either you resonate with the fact that a lot of things have left, but you're welcome, Clarice. The booking price is right there in the description box, but it's also in the title. So it's $25 Canadian per question. I think a lot of things are going to be crumbling around you, and it's going to look like, you know, like the ground beneath you is shaky. Like I can't get a footing. It's like I put out one fire and something else is happening. But what's your life like? Have a lot of people left? Are people leaving? Like, I need to get a temperature check of what's going on right now in your life, if you would resonate. Because I don't know if this is about to happen or if this is happening. Because I actually like to how you see what's on the other side of this door. It actually looks beautiful. It looks really beautiful. So, it's just, I feel like we get out of this and then it's just amazing on the other side. But like, what are you holding on to in your life right now? I guess I want to know. Oh, certain minutes? Yeah, then go through my Etsy then. Go through my Etsy if that's what you want to do. Give me a moment, guys. Oh, that's nice. There's no battery left. Hold on, guys. What's your life like right now, Nisi? I'm just curious. Is everything crumbling around you? A lot of people have left. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Sorry guys, just give me a moment. Sorry, guys. I'm coming back. Hold on. Okay. So now that you tell me that this is happening right now, that's actually a good thing. Really good thing. You know why? Because you're asking me about what the next chapter is. It's basically what's on the other side of this. Bliss, peace, okay? A door opening for better possibilities. That's what's next. And I think either consciously or subconsciously, you've already agreed and you said yes, okay? You've said yes to this. You may not have no memory of this, but you have. So what's the next chapter? We see here the beauty on the other side of the crumbling. Give us some ideas. Now that I know where to go from this, what's next for her now? Okay, so bye-bye. See that? Bye-bye. Bye. We're saying goodbye to things that are no longer serving us. People that need to exit. We've got a 10. Whatever it was that, once brought you, whatever you needed to do to learn, okay? It's time for it to go. Now you can move forward. Now you're moving forward. And it's interesting too, because you're literally in this transition where it's like you can't see. There's nothing there. You don't know where you're going. You're literally asking me the question of like, what's the next chapter? Because you want to know, you're ready to move. In due time. In due time. But guess what? You're facing the right way. You're facing the right way. OMG. Are you kidding me? This is exactly the energy of what's behind the tower crumbling. Do you see all that beauty? Do you see all that bliss? Do you all see all that peace? OMG. The temperance is what's waiting for you. The temperance is what's waiting for you. Ooh, give me a moment here. It's so interesting too, because look at the like around with the garden and stuff. It looks like this. I can't get over this. I really can't get over this. So listen, I think you're in the thick of a particular chapter right now. I don't know that you're necessarily like ready to go tomorrow. You're on your way, but what's ahead? Situations, new lessons, new people who are going to be more in alignment with your frequency. So your frequency is rising. Yeah. Okay. I feel like you could be taking a very big leap, either from 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. And I'm talking dimension wise. Alignment is next, but you need a break. You need a break, Anisi. That's what your next chapter is, a break. Well, that's just beautiful. That's just absolutely beautiful that that's been following you around. I mean, think about it, guys. You guys should believe in miracles, because I mean, what are the chances? You saw me draw the cards on camera. What are the chances, right? You guys got to start believing in miracles. And honestly, you got to start believing that you're not alone. You're not alone. You've got a huge team around you, okay? Sending you signs and synchronicities all the time. You just have to pay attention, just like Nisi is right now. So this is beautiful. You're in a transition. You're going to be transitioning soon to a very peaceful time. But I don't want to like we gotta, you know, bring it down a notch here. I'm not saying you won't be continuing to learn, but your new lessons will be for the new you to get you further to where you need to be. You're moving on from different kind of lessons and moving into more soul aligned lessons for the next stage of growth. But you will also be willing in what is in alignment with your frequency. So you need to understand that your next chapter will look very different from whatever you've, had behind you, based solely on the frequency. It will look very different. Nisi, I'm going to tell you another thing that they just said to me. Don't be surprised if you start waking up one day and everything looks a little different. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, you look out of your window and it's the same street you've been looking at the whole time, but it looks different. But please also don't be surprised if there's not going to be many people that you find on that timeline. You've elevated, okay? You need to understand this. But it could be that you start thinking maybe something's wrong with you, but it's not that something's wrong with you. It's just you've entered a new dimension. Okay? So things will look very different. And they could be a tad bit quiet. You're going to have to be cool with that because it's exactly where you need to be. Okay? So good for you. Good for you. Okay, let me move on. Okay. Let's go down the line here. Okay, so I'm going to Miriam. Then again, Iona, Jamie, Jocelyn, Melody, Eva, Empress. You know who you are, Empress, when I call you Empress. And then Jamie again. Now, I got to go to the chat because I think Iona wrote her message here. Oops. Where are you? Hi, oh, no, that's, Iona, did you write your message somewhere? Iona, write me your message. I didn't get it. It didn't show up in there. Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. Sorry. No, sorry, not your. Sorry. Not Iona. Miriam. I'm looking for Miriam. Sorry, that was my mistake. You're welcome. Miriam. I'm going to Miriam. I gotta look for Miriam. Miriam. Oh, my question. Next big surprise for me that will take my breath away. Okay, are you serious about will you be a millionaire in this lifetime? That's like a question I feel like you're gonna set yourself up for because I mean, I don't think Spirit is even gonna want to answer that. Are you joking? Miriam, I think you sent for one question, hon. So I'm gonna go with the one where you're asking me about the next surprise that will take your breath away. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, so for Miriam, next surprise that will take her breath away. Oh my God, we got a tower. Whoa. That's interesting. Okay, you know, guys, when you're asking questions like this, you have to be open because, you know, a surprise is a surprise. And whether you consider it positive or negative, that's on you. Okay, that's on you. That's not on me. You know, everything is left up to interpretation, and you know, everything is defined by everyone uniquely. There could be a finding out of somebody who's not really for you, but it's like two shocks here. I feel like the first shock is the fact that it's kind of like happening. There's some drama. There's some drama, but this needs to be worked out. And I can't tell who this is with, to be honest. It could be somebody in the friend group, but it could very well be a coworker. And I do feel like this is coming up because it needs to be worked out, or, you know, seen, or, you know, maybe it's a reveal of some sorts. Now, you are being guided to not back down. You are being guided to state your case and defend yourself. Should you do that, the surprise could be as to kind of like how things unfold. And I don't want to say that you'll be a winner in this, but, you know, the surprise could be the surprise that you see within yourself as to, I don't know, what you're capable of, okay? Because there is a lot of emphasis within the spread to not take it like lying down, okay? You are supposed to be defending yourself and really like creating a boundary. So I don't know if that's what you were looking for, but, you know, like, don't look for anything when you book my readings. Seriously, do not. Let's just get a couple more. Cautious. I think we've got somebody coming at you. Now, like, I'm trying to figure out what's there to be learned here. And it could be, you know, you learning to, again, you know, stand up, speak your piece. But it does feel like it comes out of left field, especially with that tower. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone that you've been dealing with and it keeps resurfacing, like, we're okay, and then there's a problem. We're okay, and then there's a problem. I don't know if the pattern is continuing because you are choosing to take the high road, or, you know, like, I don't know, with that Three of Cups, it makes me feel like I want to just get along to get along, so I'll just let it go. But you're not being urged to do that this time. Yeah, I think you're seeing somebody in a whole new light, or it's getting to a point where this needs to get taken care of. But the surprise will be within yourself, how you see yourself handling it, or it's like a new you emerges or something along those lines. It would be great if you were here, but I think you're not here. Give me more. Tend to the small things. This does need to get taken care of. Yeah. And what this is on the bottom, you're learning from the past. Miriam is not here. It's going to be really important, guys, if you can, to be here for your reading. That way it can get, you know, a little bit more deeper or understandable to you. But since she's not here, I'll just wrap it up for her again. Miriam, the next big surprise is going to be, I don't even know what to call this. I don't know if it's a quarrel. I don't know if it's like a backstabbing. I get backstabbed by somebody. I didn't see it coming, but something tells me you will, because it's like maybe this person, you know this about them, but it's going to be how you're dealing with something. You are going to be stepped up or called up to finally figure out how to deal with this. And it will be you asserting yourself in a very beautiful way, because the Queen of Swords does not throw chairs. Okay, she doesn't yell. She doesn't even raise her voice. She will say a few things and it will get to you. It will go right through you like nobody's business. Okay, you will really, she can cut. okay, with her words. But I feel like through this, you're overcoming something and you're closing a chapter. So it does feel to me like it's another woman. It's another woman. And I can't tell if it's in the friend group or if it's in the coworker group. But she would be your equal somehow. So I don't even know what I mean by that when I say equal, but it's like someone who stands side by side with you in something. So I don't know if it's friendship or if it's like we're coworkers, we're on like the same playing field somehow, something along those lines. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting for you. Whether you think that's negative or positive, I can't decide for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be, because you finding yourself or putting an end to this would be, in my opinion, positive. But maybe you may find out with that shock that all it took was you, like setting the tone. Okay, I'm going back over here. Now I'm on Iona, and Iona is here. How will my career be in 2026? Okay, just letting you know. Oh, what is this, Alondra? You have sent $1. I don't know what that's for. Is that a tip? So I'm going to Iona, then Jamie, then Jocelyn, then Melody, then Eva, then Empress, then Jamie. Career, 2026. I'm curious, Iona, are you unemployed right now? Do you work for somebody? Who do you work for? And I don't mean the company. I mean, like, do you work for a man? Like, is it your boss? Like, what is this? Like, are you employed? I'm freelance creative, but have side jobs. Okay. I don't want to lie to you. Okay. It may be that you're going to have to work a little harder to get these jobs. Okay. These side jobs. I do feel like this is agreements. So it does feel like to me like people are coming to you and, they hire you for something. So I'm probably going to go with the side jobs. It's going to get a bit dry. You will have to reinvent yourself. Okay. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what you do. I don't need to know what you do, but you're going to have to do something new. You're going to have a little bit of a leg up on the competition. A little bit of a leg up on, like, you will have to, whereas before, things may have been, a little easier. You're going to have to do something new. And there will be some partnerships that end. So would it make sense if I said to you that you've had people who keep coming to you, like your clients, they keep booking you? Some of those you may not see again. And when I try to figure out what's going on or why they're not coming to you, it's either one of two things. They either can't afford it or they're going to someone else who's offering something new. Does that make sense? I guess I want to know. Hi, Sophia. Yes, I am. What is this? What's going on with your workplace? Is it becoming annoying? Is it becoming like unfigureoutable? Is that a word? Unfigureoutable. Oh my God. I feel like I don't know why. I'm not enjoying my career too much. Like, does that make sense to you? Freelance creative, but having side jobs. I think you're like not enjoying work that much. Can you write me, Iona, what's going on here? As quickly as you can, because it's just like it's long hours. Do you have a male client? Is there a male client? Because I just feel like this guy's really hard to work for. And I thought he was your boss, but is there a male right now who's annoying you? Because he's like, he can be a tyrant. He can be a tyrant. Like, I'm not even joking with the King of Swords. And he will not have sympathy. You know, he wants what he wants, how he wants it. He likes it like this. He's super detailed. But I don't know. Like, you've got a lot of cards that are actually encouraging you to like do something different or figure out a way to get ahead of this, because if this continues, you're not going to want to even go to work. So I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Can you just let me know if this is making sense at all? Because like these are interesting cards. And I do feel like if I was you, we are not connected anymore. What do you say, partner? What do you mean by that? Business partner? Like, I'm not speaking to love. This is not about love. I don't know. I don't know. And listen, if it's not that it's a male, boss or client, then you need to get more structured about what you want. You know, you're asking me about 2026. This is a great time to be thinking about this. What steps are you going to start taking to kind of like change things for yourself, because you're not doing well, like as far as career. I just feel like you pointed to the fact that it's long hours. You're very exhausted. Now, yeah, if that's a woman, listen, she could be coming across as very masculine. Don't think for a second you cannot just take on that energy of a King of Swords if you're a woman. Maybe it's her. But if it's not, I'm giving you everything I see here. I think you need to get in front of this. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. There needs to be a change up with the Ace of Wands. This is not working for you anymore. I don't know what you're getting out of this. It doesn't even show that there's anything that great with the money, to be honest, you know? You got a Five of Pentacles here. That's not anything to write home about or worth it. You know, if you're going to really extend yourself like this, are you making the kind of money that would make sense to you for all of this exertion? I don't know. I'm going to show you this again. This is the one card I pulled for you. It's really going to be time, you know, you're talking again about 2026. You need to re-examine. Is it, I just reduced the side jobs and focus? I mean, you're going to have to ask yourself at the end of the day. You will have to ask yourself that, because, you know, like there is this other way you could do it where you could start redefining it. So if I was to say, okay, redefine it, what you just wrote sounds like that. Reduce, right? Reduce is redefining. Reducing would be redefining. We're not getting rid of it. We're just redefining it. So let's do more of what I love and less of what I don't love, and then see what happens. But I would encourage you to have an energy about it before you start doing that. If you get into this whole, oh my God, how am I going to make it? I won't be able to pay the bills. Oh goodness, I should take it because of the economy. Then you will manifest that reality. You need to ask yourself this, like deep down. You got to approach it. It's all about the approach. But I would say, you know, listen, I wouldn't encourage anybody to do what they don't love. Now, I understand you have the other aspect. People have bills to pay. But what if you decided to put yourself first and just leave yourself open to the fact that, you know what, maybe by doing this, because it's not good for me, or I don't like it, that will open the door to something new. And then see what happens. See, the problem is that nobody ever wants to do it. They're too scared. So they never find out what's on the other end of that door. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm seeing here. I don't know what you expected for me to say with respect to 2026, but these cards, your guides who are here all right now, they're going to take the opportunity while they have your attention to tell you what you really need to hear. Because if I tell you, oh, it's going to be amazing, blah, blah, how will you know how to get there? What tools will you be given? You know, you'll just maybe sit back and not do anything about it and then just say, okay, it's going to appear because Chitra Moon said so. You know what I mean? So it really does start with us. You know, everybody who's watching, it does start with us. It always starts with us and ends with us. We manifest the reality that we, you know, are ready for, that we desire. Things I don't believe just happen, okay? They just don't just happen. That's like me saying I believe in coincidences. No, okay? So take a deep look at how you feel about your career and then redefine it, okay? But like I said, make sure you get your approach straightened out before you start doing something like that, because like, again, I don't want your feelings to now dictate what will happen. I want you to be coming from a good space, a very positive space about what will happen. And, you know, that would be the best way to proceed. Okay. Look at that. So, should you do that? You will be fine. You know, success is guaranteed. And he's happy. He's happy. He's fine. He's like, you know, breath of fresh air. He feels good about what he's doing. He's a winner. This message is you will be fine. But please listen to your body, listen to yourself. Go with what you're feeling. It's always going to be the right answer. You know, not what someone else is feeling or what, you know, you think. You know, be careful with the belief systems, okay? All right. Let me go over here. Oh my goodness. They're asking me. Okay, hold on. Okay. So I'm going to Jamie, then Jocelyn, then Melody, then Eva, then Empress, then Jamie, then Alondra, and then Sophia for 2. Okay, let me go here, Jamie. Hi, Chitra. What truth am I not seeing clearly or maybe even avoiding? What do you want her to know about this? Now that's interesting because that is the card of clarity. So actually you're doing pretty well at seeing, you know, like whatever it is you need to see, but let's just like calm down here. Let me just get the cards out. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I know what that's saying. Okay, so listen, that card being there, it actually depicts that you are seeing something clearly. I just don't think you've taken an action on it yet, okay? So, you're welcome, Iona. Is Jamie here? There's something you've been sitting on for a while. You've been really in contemplation about it, and it's about ending something. Something that would make you feel like less than, It doesn't make you feel good about yourself. It is like a lack. You know, I don't even know how to ask you this question. Like, what in your life right now feels like you should have closed the door on? I mean, it kind of feels like to me it's an environment. It feels like an environment. I am feeling environment and an environment. What environment do you go to or you participate in doesn't feel right anymore, or something's off about it? Is it your family? Is it, I don't know. Let me just see if I can get more. I just feel like this is an environment. Okay, it's your family. Yeah, you see, you're trying to make money. There's no money. You feel stuck here. You've been wanting to go for a long time. Oh, wait, hold on here. Oh. Has something been offered to you recently? A moving out situation, but it doesn't look like ideally what you want? You need to answer this right now. Has something come your way, an offer that it wouldn't be the most ideal, but it would be a step. Has there been something? Because I want to know if this has happened yet. Hi, Miriam. I just read for you, hon. You got to scroll back. This is skating on thin ice. Like, seriously? Like, oof, I can feel the tension here. Jamie, like, has there been an offer? It may not look ideal. It may not look ideal. Like, I don't know if you want all the bells and whistles and your own place. Well, yes, I want to go a different way with that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you wrote. I just feel like there's an opportunity. No, it's not. It's not a free reading. I feel like there's an opportunity here that's going to come, but it doesn't look ideal. So let me give you an example of what that looks like, okay? Maybe someone offers you, a close friend, to come stay on their couch or rent a room. But you're like, no, I'm going to hold out for my own place. Something like that. And it may not be like that, but listen, it's a step. It's a step. I just feel like this is getting like, I just feel when I look at this card, it's like, this is real tension. Real tension. You're going to have to take baby steps out of this, Jamie. This is not going to be all the bells and whistles. Okay? It may look like an opportunity, an offer comes to get you out of this situation, but I don't know. I don't know if it's that you have, like, you feel bad. I've been holding out for what I really want. Okay. You know what? As long as you know what I'm talking about and you understand, that's all that matters. I don't need to necessarily know. Okay. This is really disturbing the peace. Okay. You've got a 5 of Pentacles sitting above your family. And it doesn't have to even be that the family's bad. It's just, you don't belong there anymore. Like you just, it's time to go. It's time to go. I don't know what it feels like to live there. I don't know what this is. I don't know if the house itself is a very high tension, high energy. It's not your style, but like you need to go. So this is what I want to say to you. Will an opportunity come that looks like all the bells and whistles? You know, no, maybe not. But there will be an offer and you are being encouraged to take it. Now, listen, you do what you feel guided to do at the end of the day. Nobody can make you choose, okay? But if the offers stop, okay, you'll have to kind of like face what you're dealing with. And again, I don't know what this is, but it just feels like very high tension. So you can hold out, you know, this is what he's doing actually. You know, he's holding out, he's waiting, he's in a waiting. And he's trying to be very disciplined about it. He's trying to be very disciplined about it. He's trying to be non-emotional about it. Good for him. This is like the energy you're in right now. But just know that comes with stuff. That comes with a whole set of stuff. And you see you being strong. I don't know what what is that? Is that ice? It's cracking. It's cracking. So it's just with this reading, a way of spirit putting it out there to you like, hey, don't take too long to figure this out. Okay, there will be offers coming. Okay, I don't know who they'll be coming from. I don't know if that's the friends. I don't know. I don't know who these people are. Maybe your sisters. I don't know. Friends. Okay, maybe this is roommates. But you are being told, get out. Get out. This is not a place to thrive. And listen, I don't want to say nothing about your family. Maybe they're passionate people. Maybe they like to yell. I don't know. You know what I mean? But this is not an environment for you no longer. It's just not. So don't take too long. Okay? That's kind of the message here. What did you ask me? I don't even remember here what you asked me. You asked me, what truth are you not seeing clearly? Or maybe even avoiding? Interesting. And it could be like what I said about the offers. I'm starting my business so I can make money. So that might be the action step you talked about in the beginning. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I just want you to know, Jamie, that you're not being left out in the dust. I just feel like you see that energetic cup. Like you will be given offers. You will be given chances to get out of this. Just don't start to think you're alone, okay? You will make it out. But if an offer does come or there's a thought or an idea to do something, it's given to you to make money, like run with it, okay? Because I do feel your spirit guides wanting to help, but it's going to be up to you to take the action, okay? I don't know what goes on over there, but that looks very difficult. I feel bad. I don't envy your situation, okay? But you will get out. You will get out. And that's a good sign because it says you're picking up what's being thrown down. You just have to implement it now, okay? All right. Oh, look at that with the Empress. You are being advised to co-create. So you see the business. Yeah, start that business. You know, this is actually a beautiful card for you because you know what it implies, Jamie? That you can help yourself. You can save yourself from this. Like you can do something about this. You're not like helpless. You are not incapable. If anything, you're so capable. You're so capable and more with the Empress. Okay? Okay, I'm going to Jocelyn. My question is, will I find true love by the end of the year or within 6 months? Wow, that's putting a lot of pressure on me. Let's find out. I'm just being funny. You know, I'm just being funny. Okay. Talk to us about her finding true love. Okay, good. You're there. You're welcome, Jamie. I'm going to tell you something I heard really loudly, okay? Aside from, wanting to find true love, they want you creating. They want you creating. There's something you have to offer the world. And it feels like I'm co-creating. Like, what can you do? Do you have your own business? What are you doing? What do you do for work? Do you have your own business? Like with the Empress, it just feels to me like a salon and spa, like something like spa service. I don't know if I'm doing hair. It just feels like with the Empress, she's so like into the beauty. Do you do anything beauty-wise? No, I'm a legal assistant, but could you? Like, could you? I'm just wondering. Like, they want you creating. They don't want you just doing legal assistant. I don't know. There's a gift. There's a hidden talent here. And I know you're asking about true love. I can't help it. There's a talent. Natural. You don't have to even work on it. There's a natural talent. Just remember what I'm saying, okay? You may not understand it today, but maybe in a year from now you will. Okay, you're right. There you go. Just an FYI to whoever's booking, I never erase these lives. The best thing for you to do, which I find a lot of people do, and they write me, check back on the reading. You may actually understand it more in a week from now or 6 months from now. Just know I don't delete it, okay? I never do. Let's find out what you need to know. I was guided to pull these cards. I'm only drawing one more card. Hold on. What? Oh my God. No. Let's just take a moment here. Let's have a moment of silence here. Did you just get the true love card? Longer than 6 months, though. Longer than 6 months. I don't think so. I just, with the death card, I just feel like I'm sensing a cycle. 1 year. 1 year. You've got some more to do. Okay? You've got some more to do. This is like, I get this idea here that you're just working on clearing up some things, and it could be, on your journey. I don't know. I don't know. You're not ready exactly for them to come in. Okay? There's just a little bit more. And with the Hermit, like that's also speaking to you being alone. Okay. You need to be alone for just a little bit longer. They're doing something. They're doing something with you. And I don't know with the Five of Pentacles what this is. I don't know if it's internal. I don't know if maybe they're even trying to get you to discover this talent. But yeah, you're going to have... And I'm not feeling ex-boyfriend. Okay, I'm not feeling an ex. I'm actually feeling like a past life lover coming in. And with this card, it is soulmate because it's honest. It's an honest connection. I do think you could be also potentially being prepared for it because of its... the energy of it. It will require, a certain level of awareness or spirituality in order for you to be ready for it. But I guess to answer your question, it's a yes, but not to the time frame, because that death card is really speaking to me, and the death card speaks to cycles. And just if you like think about it, right? We tend to kind of measure things in like 6 months, 12 months, but I'm kind of more thinking a year. But listen, like I really don't want to downplay like what I felt. You could be doing something else, Jocelyn. There's something else. I don't know why it's coming up. Maybe it's to get you to start thinking. Maybe it's to plant a seed. But it's like there's something you could be doing. A God-given talent. Something you have innately, naturally. And just think about it, Just think about it for me, Take it with a grain of salt, but think about it, Listen, what was it, like 15 years ago? No, 13 years ago, I had a psychic who was really good. Okay, really good, like really good. Like she was like the bee's knees, okay? She knew names, she knew dates, she knew people on the other side. She told me people would be knocking down my door for a reading. I'll never forget it. When we left, I told my mother, I said, she has lost her gift. Like, I'm never coming back here. That is the most outrageous thing that she could ever say to me. Outrageous. Look at me now. Look at me now. So yeah, and yeah, you want to start your own business. You just don't know yet. Well, listen, that may be what needs to come into play before they come in. And the Empress is a business owner. She's a co-creator. She creates her own thing. She's self-independent. She doesn't work for no one. Give life to this, Jocelyn. Spend some time. Never mind the true love. It's there. Okay, it's there. It's coming. Spend some time on this other thing, please. Okay, Spirit's begging. Brainstorm. I don't know, Maybe self-evaluate, not self-evaluate, self-isolate a bit with respect to this, okay? Yeah, but listen, it is what it is. You got the true love card. So you use those words, you got the card. Yeah, it's coming. Get excited. Oh, really? Because, yeah, the magician would be an astrologer. The magician would be an astrologer. You may want to start dabbling, please. And don't overthink it. Please don't overthink it. People, when they're starting a business, oh, man. You know how I started this thing I was doing? I had one phone in my hand filming, and I was pulling cards like this. I didn't even have a tripod. Look at that. It opened up on start juggling two things. It's time. And by the way, listen, this is a given to anybody who's watching. You need to start thinking outside the box. If you think you're going to go to just your 9 to 5 and survive what's coming, you will not. You need to start having your toe in different pools. Okay? This is not the time. We cannot just have a 9 to 5. It's just not going to work. Not with what's coming. Okay? Okay, hold on here. All right, I'm on Melody. Ann's feelings towards me now. What does she need to know? So you're still a wish fulfillment. That hasn't stopped. So I don't know how much time it's been now, but that has not stopped. Okay. You mean as much as you did a month ago? You're welcome. I feel like this person's trying to heal too from you. They're trying their best to heal, but they still talk about you. They're still keeping you alive somehow through some sort of gossip. And don't worry when I say gossip. What I mean by gossip is from them to another. unfinished business. Okay, so listen, they are isolated. I can't control what comes out. You may not have really been looking for this, but whatever, it is what it is. Just an FYI on a side note, they are isolating from other females. There have been opportunities to go and meet other women, and they are choosing to isolate. So they're not interested in other women right now. They may have tried that before, but it's just causing too much problems. So they're choosing to remain by themselves. But with that Page of Swords and that Justice sitting underneath, makes me feel like they're weighing out options, or they're like asking other people their opinion, basically about a pros and cons list. Like, what if I do that? What if I go this way? I don't know why they're gauging the public or whoever it is that they're talking to. But, oh, I'm on it. You go back like maybe 3 minutes, Melody. Go back 3 minutes. I'm on it right now. I don't know why they're gauging from the public as to kind of what they should do, but they are. So we've got divine intervention. They are being intervened on because they need it. So lots of signs and synchronicities, but a lot of supernatural things happening too. So I'm thinking dream state. It's hard to shake you. Even that speaks to energy. A third energy with that Temperance coming from the other side. Don't really know what to do about it. Oh, is that what they're talking to other people about? They're talking about this supernatural stuff. Okay, so there's still an attraction. Give me a moment. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. Okay, so the magnetic attraction is still there. Nothing has faded. That's something I can for sure say. They're very caught up in the supernatural that's occurring with them. This reminds me of like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. I keep seeing her name everywhere. Or, you know, she appears in my dreams. She doesn't leave me alone. Or why can't I get back to this? Why can't I feel like this? Or it's kind of like that. Dare I draw one from here? Let's find out. Let's get one card from here. He's talking to somebody older than him. I just felt like when I was looking at this guy on the card, I felt like this is the guy that he's consoling in. He's consoling in a mature man, an older man. He's even looks like he's listening to him on the card. Now, this guy he's talking to is nice. He's a nice guy, but he doesn't know what the hell this guy's talking about. Like your guy. He has no idea. And it's interesting because, you know, you would think when you're older, you have more experience, but this guy doesn't have no clue. I feel like he's like, this is him. Yes. Oh, okay. But he's like, in his head, he's like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Oh, man. Okay. So listen, Very conflicted still about you. Okay, very conflicted. Wants this to be over, I would say, with the Four of Swords. Wants to have a rest, but it's just not letting up. I would even say with the Four of Swords as well too. Could be potentially blaming themselves, okay? Because the Four of Swords will be like that card of like just not wanting to make mistakes or thinking about my mistakes. It follows the Three of Swords, but he's not doing himself a service by talking to other people about this because they're just not going to have a clue. They're not going to have a clue. You are still wishes fulfilled. You are still that person, but he's moved a little bit away from you and is more focused on the bizarre SHIT that's happening around him. I don't know if he thinks like he's being haunted or what's going on, but yeah, the attraction is still there. It's still there. It's still very lively. So that's something I can say, okay? This has not fizzled. I just more feel like if I'm them, I'm trying to figure out a way to like stop this feeling. Yeah, I could be his dad. It's an older man. He's trying to more focus on, okay, like moving forward, moving on, and how to stop all of this, you know, energy, the energy. I don't know what to do with the energy. Now, listen, FYI to everybody who's watching, when this happens to you, it will keep active until you learn what you need to learn, and then it will dissipate. That's what I've experienced and what I've been told from my spirit guides is that usually when the energy is potent and strong, it's because there's still stuff you need to look at. And if he's running away from this, that's not going to help him dissolve it anytime soon. Okay? So, yeah, this is very active. Okay? I don't see a fizzling out. No. I apologized about me ghosting him and being wishy-washy, but he hasn't replied. I'm sorry. I think he wants to move on. I think if he feels like he gets caught back up with you or he responds, then it's like it makes it all just come back. And it's like, I don't know. There's a confusion here. And honestly, I think he's over that. Like, I just feel like I see him opening up your message and I'm just like, whatever. And I'm not saying that he's using the word whatever, but I feel like it's like, whatever, you know, like I'm tired, I'm done, you know, and it's maybe a little too late, something like that. It's just too late. Why now, you know? He could feel at times like you have this way of pulling him into your energy when he's trying to like, just when he's just trying to kind of move forward. It's like you have this way of roping him back in. And I'm not saying that to judge you or say that you're a rude person. It just it could just be his perception. But yeah, I would really not yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I wouldn't really send any more, especially if he hasn't responded. Usually when people don't respond, it's basically like a leave me alone. You don't have to overthink a non-response. No response is a response, okay? All right, Eva, my birthday is next weekend. Happy birthday. And I'll be celebrating solo this time. Wonderful. What loving messages or reminders does Spirit have for me as I begin this new year of life? How beautiful is that, what Eva just wrote? I love that. What a great question to ask the cards, really. Let's see what Spirit wants her to know. Aww. Aww, your spirit guys are saying happy birthday. That is so beautiful. Like literally with this card, this is what they're saying. They're wishing you a happy birthday from the other side. Wow. Oh my goodness. A new beginning. Look what you wrote. You wrote me as I begin a new year of life. So it's like happy birthday and congratulations basically ahead of time on this new, year of life that's about to approach you, or, this new, venture, or this new year approaching. Oh, wow. That's really wild. Really wild. Okay, these are some big messages, Eva. Are you ready? Are you ready? Every opportunity that comes your way, we want you saying yes. Look at that, you just said yes. Every opportunity that comes your way, we want you saying yes. This will be a year of what you make it. If you choose to block yourself or get into a stage of, okay, I just need to know more, I want to be logical, you will not experience the year in the way that it could be the best way it could. So why are they sending you this? Have you decided that you are going to start living life a little bit more louder or bolder energetically? Because this is kind of what I see here. You really are being encouraged with the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Strength card, the Fool, to really go for it. Oh, wow. 8 of Cups. You don't need to hold yourself back anymore, Eva. You just don't need to hold yourself back anymore. You don't need to think that if you put yourself out in a certain way, it's going to go wrong anymore. It's just not. It's just not going to go wrong. Now is your time to really just, I don't want to say take risks, but like what I mean is just like really put yourself out there in ways you haven't before and just see what happens. Because you've never really maybe got to that point where you could see how that would manifest. But like your wishes are, really on the other side of, taking that leap. Okay. Let's get a card from here. This feels spiritual, really. So I got to go to the spiritual deck. I got to find a spiritual deck and I got to pull a card for you. Thank you to everyone who's liking the video. I really appreciate that. Give me a card on this. Oh my God. So you said your birthday's when? Like, what's the date? Are you a Libra? Are you a Libra? If it's not that you're a Libra, I just find this a little bit interesting. Yeah, you're basically a Libra. I just find this really interesting because she is the boundary queen, the Queen of Swords. You see, you got boundaries here. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we got her right here, but she's also the Queen of Boundaries, and I think you've been working on that. But Queen of Swords, listen, she does play it safe a bit. You are being encouraged to go and move into your opposite sign. The Queen of Wands, honey. Now is the time to be bold. And listen, I just want to say, aside from you taking these steps, you're going to have a lot more fun. You're going to let your hair down. You're going to be full of passion. You're going to have passionate experiences, but you're not going to be moving in the way that you have been, which is very methodical, very methodical. I think even you are getting sick of being methodical. You're like, I want to do something different. I just want to like be adventurous, you know? Yeah, it's time to enjoy your life. She doesn't think twice. And she's just like, she's the type that will start laughing in a quiet room, you know? Like she doesn't give two SHITs, you know? She's like, she's going to walk in and fling those doors up and say, party's here. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. You've learned this though, Eva. You've learned this. So you don't need to move like this anymore, okay? You've done the work. Now it's time to start living. And I'm dead serious when I say when things come in, go for it. Because there's ways about you sometimes. You can be very detached. You're like a wait and see person. We don't want you waiting and seeing. You see that hot guy who's coming up to you and he gives you, you know, like he asks you for your number. Give him your damn number. Give him your phone number. Okay? Like, don't be like, oh my God, is he going to be like a serial killer? Oh my God, this is a little too forward. No. We're not doing that. Yeah. I think love is coming to you. I think love. I feel love. I feel love somehow. Like there's some exciting romance and it's like butterflies in my tummy. And I never thought this could happen again or happen for me, but like, yeah, there's someone. And, you know, her being here with the Empress also makes me feel like whatever's coming in is going to make you feel like a really like vibrant and beautiful and thriving woman. And I would think that a new love would make you feel like that. It just goes hand in hand. But yeah, you are going to feel super divine, feminine energy like you've never felt. But you may also be a divine feminine. So now it's time to start experiencing life as it should be. Okay? Because we all know that people can be divine feminines, right? But their outer world is not reflecting that. So you've moved into that. Now it's time to start reaping. But like I said, I don't care if it's someone who says you want to go try that new food, you want to go try that hobby, a hot guy approaches. Like you need to just at least put yourself out there. I don't want you being methodical, please. Okay? This is not going to open doors. I mean, listen, if you're trying to live the best year ever, this is not a year to do that. That's kind of what I'm saying. You asked, you wanted to know, like, give me something I can look forward to. But this is a possibility. It is a timeline, but you got to get on that timeline with the Fool. You got to be almost like a fool. You got to be a fool. You got to let the guard down a bit, okay? Happy birthday again. Okay, let me go over here. Okay, Sue Young. All right, so we are going to Empress now. Then Jamie again. Then Alondra, and then Sophia for 2. And then Sue Young, I think you sent the wrong amount, hun. You got to send $5 more. You sent 20 Canadian. Okay, let's go to Empress. I've been going through it real bad. You know, I had a feeling you were. I just didn't want to, like, I wasn't feeling guided to reach out in that way, you know? And, you know, you probably understand that because you're maybe more of a private person. But I had a feeling, Empress, that you were going through something. But it's not always for someone, even if they feel that way about someone else, to reach out, okay? Because, you know, this is a self journey. But I just want you to know I had a feeling about that. I've been going through it real bad. Can you ask Spirit what's coming for me? As in, show up. Okay. Let's bring forth the messages Empress needs to hear, not the messages she wants to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to her. Let's just get one card on what she needs to know right now about her life. Oh my, no. This is not okay. I don't want to say this is not okay, but this is like unreal. This is unreal. Empress, why are you always showing up as the Empress? Oh my God. Like, wow. Wow. Oh my God, can you write me and tell me what it was about? I love when people have dreams about me. Just FYI, if any of you ever have a dream about me, can you like let me know? Because I've had people, you don't even understand how freaky this can get. I've had multiple people, more than 2 or 3 people, write me and say that they had the same dream about me and it was about my future. So you better believe there's something going on here. It's not like it's not for nothing. So if you ever have a dream about me, please, I am totally open to hearing. You know, I really am. But anyways, wow, you're becoming the divine feminine, you know, in your highest regard. You have to expect this, okay? You have to expect this, Empress. I asked for one card on what you need to know about what you're going through. This is to be expected. We're doing a clear out, okay? We're getting you to look at something. You think when you have to look at something in your life that's going to be fun? It's not going to be fun. It's going to be hell. It's going to be torture. By the way, that dream about me, I probably showed up, you know, in spirit. I couldn't be there in the physical. I wasn't being guided to be there in the physical, but I probably was being guided to be there in the spirit. So yeah, write me after this and let me know what you dreamt about. I would love to know. Unless you don't feel guided to, that's totally fine. But this is to be expected. So be careful with how you're defining it when you say you've been going through it. I mean, well, that's not really a definition, so that's fine. You're not really labeling it as bad. But I just want you to know you're moving into your highest timeline, and it's not going to be easy right now, especially for those that have chosen. You have chosen. You've chosen what you want out of life. You've chosen what timeline you want to be on. We're preparing you. We're preparing you. But oh my goodness, the Empress for the Empress. Like, you can totally tell spirits here. Can't you guys tell spirits here? They're totally here. Like, it's just so obvious, you know? Okay. Let's go to what you're asking now. What does Spirit want her to know about what's coming up, okay? What's coming for her, or what will be showing up for her? You're tackling things that honestly are very hard, okay? Yeah, this is normal. This is normal. No, this is normal. You're so normal, hun. But I want to put a little disclaimer. If it's regarding your spiritual journey, okay? I'm not saying that that's normal in the general sense, but if you know this is about you and your journey, your spiritual journey, that is 1000% normal. You are, I feel like, finishing out and closing things out. Like, the world is the accomplishment card. You gotta go through it, you know, hun. You gotta feel it to heal it. And you will be made to be bare. She's not clothed. You think that is a coincidence? Guys, I'm starting to believe, I don't even know if I should share this here. This tarot deck was given to us by, I feel like, ETs. I really don't think someone just sat down and created these. I think this was given by the ETs, because these pictures are just like, this is masterpieces. These are masterpieces. Like, to those that can read them and see them. But you will be made to be bare, and that is not going to be comfortable. That's not going to be comfortable. Why do you think so many people decide like they're not going to go with this, or they try to distract themselves? They don't want to do this. They know on a subconscious level this is going to be difficult. This journey will be difficult. That's why people do a lot of stuff to distract themselves. Please start looking at everything that you're going through as it's super positive. It's taking you to the next stage and maybe even moving you through portals. Because she looks like she's walking through a portal. You know you're going to 5D, right? You know you're going to 5D, right? You know you're going to New Earth, right? I'm serious, Malaysia, I wouldn't even talk to you. I probably would not even be connecting with you like in the way that we have if you weren't on my timeline. You know, I can interact with people, but interacting a little bit more than, you know, average client relationship, no, you're on my timeline. You're going to 5D. But no one's going to go to 5D New Earth without doing the clear out and being made to be very bare and vulnerable, because you're going to have to figure out, you know, New Earth will come with its own set of new things, and, you know, we're going to need you to be able to navigate it. So like, you know, it's new right now, but you are becoming well equipped. I feel like this is really from your spirit guides to just say, hey, like, we're here for you. Like, it's almost like, I don't know how to explain this. You know, it's almost like I'm just like, I love you. I love you. Like, we care about you. We're here for you. But this is all for your betterment. It's all for your betterment with the Page of Cups. But I also think you may be healing parts of you that you never knew existed. Because, you know, this is shocking. The Page of Cups card can be a shocking card. I mean, there's a fish coming out of the cup and he's like, what the heck is this? You know, like, it's just, it kind of symbolizes that whole popping up, you know, like maybe you just were caught off guard by this, you know, what has recently happened and how long it's been taking, or it came out of left field. But it's for the betterment with the Page of Cups. Oh, you will get through this. You will get through this. Calmer waters are ahead. Calmer waters are ahead. Give me a card on that. For some reason, I want a clarifier. You better stick this through. You are a fighter. You will have victory. It's not going to feel like that right now. This guy wants to give up. He's like, honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm really done. And I actually feel like I'm hearing his voice. And this has been in such a M-F-U-C-K. Like, I just can't take it anymore. Who are we on the bottom? Miss Scorpio. You are really doing a clean out, okay, emotionally, of things that, you know, you may not really understand this cleanse. I think you're cleansing, but you're going to become so much more wiser on the other end of this. You really are. Capricorn man. Remember the guy who kept... Why did I say Capricorn? That's weird. Okay, King of Pentacles. Is he not always showing up? You're being prepared for him. You're being prepared for him. But not just for him, for the new earth. Now, we need to leave this on a positive note. I mean, it's a positive note, but I want something spiritual. And I'm looking around because I don't know where I want to go here. I think I'm going to do one from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And then the Witching Hour deck. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Advice. 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 On what she can start doing today. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going through a transformation. Think about like how people fear death, or people or babies fear being born. Look how they act when they're born. It's not going to be easy. That whole transformation part, that's not fun. You will spread your wings though. But you're going through a transformation. They are encouraging you for you to look at this as it's beautiful. But you know what you can look forward to the fact is that there's going to be a lot of beautiful rewards on the other end of this, and it is a 2 card. So I'm thinking companionship. Did you guys just hear that? Did you guys just hear my phone ring? Did you guys just hear what it said? Love of my life? Like, no, seriously, like this is not a joke. That was my partner, my husband. But did you guys just hear that? Empress, did you just hear like what it said? Like when he calls, it says love of my life, because that's what his name is. But did you hear that? How did that just happen when I said that I think you're attracting in partnership, a companion? Can you let me know if you heard that? I'm just so curious. Oh, that's good, Miriam. That's good. Yes. Okay. Like, Woo, like spirit is here today. It is showing up. Why would he call right when I said that? And why? I mean, usually I have the phone turned off, like the ringer. So when people call, you can't even hear. But today, I guess I was not meant to do that. So chin up, okay? And let me know what that dream was about. I'm curious. Unless you don't feel guided to share, that's fine. Okay. All right. So I've got Jamie, then Alondra, then 2 for Sophia, and then Sue Young. So if anybody wants to get in, I would urge you to do so, because once I finish with all of these beautiful people, I will be exiting. Hi again. What do you see in my love life for the future? Okay, let's talk to Jamie about this. I usually do stay during reading, but I had to do bedtime routine. Oh, is it bedtime where you are? Oh, okay. Well, just know I never delete the reading. I never delete these lives. So you can totally come back after and watch it again. Just know that. Love life for Jamie. What is happening, or what does she need to know? I'm assuming you're a she. I don't know. But let's just, find out. Love life. You're welcome. Okay. Have you been single for a while? These look like single cards. Like, I feel like I'm having to work on something emotionally. And in the meantime, nothing can happen because I have to focus on that. Have you been single? Is that you? Is that you? Are you the brunette female? But if you're not, it could just be that you're very focused right now. You are being called to be very focused, okay? And that could be getting one's life together, etc., etc. I don't know. More? Okay, so listen. That is in the cards for you, okay? But don't get freaked out because I know this guy is just like not the most attractive. I don't know why they would choose to put this guy on the, like, there's so many hotter guys you could put. Like, older men are very attractive. I just don't know why you. So listen, your person, when they come about, it's either they're going to be a little older than you or they will be mature. Now, I'm assuming with the true love, you would have to be mature. Because what does it say? Honest connection. If you're immature, you play games. Okay? So, right now, I feel like you're skill building. Okay? You're skill building. You are really learning about yourself. You're being guided to learn about yourself. You're being guided to show up, in the best light, in your best light. Release what is, become lighter, release all the heavy baggage, what weighs you down. Three of Swords can be emotionally clearing. When the time is right, this person will come in and you will have a family with them. I see it right here. And I see a child. I see one child. I don't usually do time frames, but it's there. It's there. Right now, you're just really being encouraged to, dream your best life possible. Work on yourself. They will come in, at a certain entry point when it is the right time. But we don't really want you focusing on that, like your love life right now. I'm going to be honest. There is this putting it in the spread for hope, something to look forward to. But we really want you focusing on yourself. What the? Wait a minute. Aren't you, okay, was it you, Jamie, that I read for the situation with the house and you got this card? Was that you? Are you the same Jamie? Because if so, that is freaky. That is straight up freaky. Okay, right now is not the time for any love to come in. Like, you've got to get yourself out of this kind of situation. You're skating on thin ice right now with respect to like life in general. Like, we need you on a more secure timeline before this person can come in. Okay? So I can't really speak to love life, like as far as it being next month. Now, I'm going to draw one last card from this deck because I'm curious. They told me draw a card from here. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to wrap it up because I can't say anything more. Right now, it's about skill building, okay? Love, it's like an afterthought, okay? Let's get the perfect card to wrap up this reading. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. This is making me feel like the both of you guys are actually in the process of transformation separately so that you can come together. But the transformation has to come before the meeting. You're not going to be able to meet them before then. Okay, so your person is also going through it in their own way. Right now, you're just being asked to stay focused, okay? But listen, there's definitely a timeline where you are married with children, secure. As opposed to the skating on thin ice, you are very secure with that 10 of Cups. and even secure in the fact that it's an honest connection, okay? It's not anything else. And you've got a mature partner, you know? Mature implies the fact that he's worked on everything he needs to work on. He's now mature and he can handle, you know, giving you the life that you need, or even, what do you call it? Like producing it, like making it happen, okay? You're welcome. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hi, Tanny. Okay, so I'm moving to Alondra. Then we've got Sophia for 2, Sue Young, and then Tanny. Is that rain I hear? Huh. Okay. How can I be more abundant? Improve my career and finances. Love you and your videos. Thank you. Okay. How can she be more abundant? Make sure you guys are hitting the notification bell, okay, for my channel. You will not be notified that I've went live, okay? I don't want you missing this, because I have been going live at very different times, and maybe another time would be more convenient for you. So just make sure you have it on, because it's like YouTube's not going to notify you for some reason. It's just really weird. Like, you would think that just hitting the subscribe button alone would be enough, but now you got to take 3 more steps. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. What can she do today to become more abundant in career and finances? Wow. Got to start throwing yourself out there. And I'm serious, in a big way. Do you work for somebody? Because you need to work for yourself. That's for sure. And there is this emphasis around travel. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Have you been thinking about starting something in regards to a business around travel, or a business and like, what is this? I can't not feel this. Like this energy here. Alondra, are you there? Oh goodness, I'm tired. I'm probably gonna have to put in the chat that I'm done. So if you want to get in, you gotta get in now. I don't know where Alondra is, but you are being asked to showcase yourself in a way that maybe you haven't. Take more risk with that. You are being encouraged to become your own boss. But I don't know with the world card if that's online. Go online. Do I get drained from channeling? I mean, yeah, but if anything, I get more hungry. But yeah, I can get very drained. This is a lot of people in a short amount of time. I mean, I've read for a lot of people right now. I don't even know how I do it sometimes, just to kind of hit them out of the park one after the other. But yeah, like once it's time, I have to, like, I'm going to put it right now, actually. Readings now closed. I just can't do anymore. Readings now closed. I'm too tired now. Starting to, like, once I start yawning, that's it. That is it for me. Okay, Alondra, you gotta really start looking at things from a different angle with this hangman. I don't know if you're playing it safe or too small, but this doesn't really need to be as serious as you're making it to be or thinking it to be. Start planting the seed, but make sure that you have your toe in every pool. I want you out there looking around. I want you learning this. I want you learning that. And I want you to really not think much about it. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. I don't want you thinking about it too much. Because, listen, sometimes you just have to start. You just have to start. You are being called into Emperor energy. You've got more wisdom than you think you do, but this is actually very simple. You want more abundance? Go get it. But don't have any kind of limitation. So if you are being called to put yourself out there in a way that you wouldn't normally do it, like you can't think about it, you just have to do it. And it's kind of coming to that situation where it's like you can look back and say, okay, I tried. It's okay if I failed, but at least I tried. I know. You need to know so that you can move forward. If you don't start, you'll never know. But this is really about taking chances. And if you have to move or, you know, go to another location, if you're especially feeling called to another location, oh my. Because that's coming up here. And I mean, you're not here. I don't know what this is, but I feel like travel's involved. Or maybe moving to another country. I don't know what this is. Give me more. Okay. How can you be more abundant? Have you let go of everything in regards to who has done you wrong or who you may judge or feel contempt towards? They're bringing forth a grudge that is being held. And I'm not saying call this person up and make peace. You can forgive on your own. You can literally just belt it out to the air. Like, you don't need to call people. That's one way you can help yourself. Clear up grudges. Okay, release them, let them go. Interesting. We've got more risk taking. What have you put out of your mind? Is there something that you had an idea to do, but you put it out of your mind? What is this? Like, seriously, what is this? I can't tell with the Control-Alt-Delete if you've already done this before, like you've put it out of your mind or you've just taken it out of the equation. Like there was an idea that came to you or a path you wanted to take, and maybe it could also potentially be that maybe it's something that looked like it wasn't doing too well or it failed, but you just gave up too quick. Now, I also don't know if this is in regards to the holding grudge. So I don't know if there's somebody that you have, you know, is out of your life that you still kind of have some emotional residue from. But I would urge you to forgive and let go. You sometimes have no idea why people do what they do. It's really hard sometimes. Unless we know their story and what has happened to them in their life, we don't know why they do what they do, but you are being asked to have more compassion. If there is somebody in particular who has done you wrong, but you could totally get in front of this. So listen, to wrap it up, okay? Start putting yourself out there in a big way. And no matter how much it sounds insane, try. If you need to look at other countries or, you know, it could be saying that maybe your location, something's off with the location, start looking. Start looking at things like this guy upside down. There's something you've been missing, but you will be led to it. And then we've got either a situation, someone you're angry with or you haven't forgiven, who I feel like we need to delete this grudge that we're holding, okay? And it doesn't mean that you, again, go and call the person up or try to force them to meet with you. No, it's not that. But let it go, release it. And then if it's not that, okay? Because obviously you're not here. You're probably going to watch this on the replay. So I got to throw everything out there. If there's something that you've tried to do and it just didn't go too well at first and you gave up, I would revisit it. Revisit it. Okay? You have the power. That's what's the most important thing about this spread. You have the power. Seven of Pentacles says there's something you can do about this today. Start planting the seed, but go bold. Go bold. Okay? Okay, Sophia. Question 1. Currently working as a senior medical education officer. Could you please look into my job? Okay, well, like, you just want to throw it out there? Yeah, we could do that. Let's see what they want you to know about this. What do you want her to know about, you know, her job, her, like, her career? What is it that you want her to know? Do you feel like something's taking too long? Like as far as recognition or being recognized, because it's coming to you. I just would be very careful about, you know, time frames. Are you worried about that? Are you there, Sophia? Does something feel like it's just taking too long? Okay, I hope Sophia's here. If she's not, success is coming, recognition is coming, but you are being encouraged to just trek on, like just keep calm and carry on. It's really that cheesy. Seriously, with these cards, it's that cheesy. You know, and it's kind of interesting with that back turn, because I think you may be feeling at times like nobody's looking at you, but actually a lot of people are. You just can't see it clearly. Yeah. A lot of people are noticing your effort. They are noticing your work. They are noticing you as a student or as a person in this job. But I just feel like, you know, it's not obvious. You're not feeling like it's obvious. This is about staying disciplined. Seriously, stay disciplined with the Queen of Swords. Don't allow anything to take you off track. With these cards, it's actually that the physical reality is not a proper depiction of what's really going on, okay? It could be your level of awareness, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's get more. Thank you to everyone who's liking the video. I really appreciate it. Oh my God. The curtains are closed on public attention. How interesting is that? How interesting is that? After what I just said. It's like, when is my time? When will it be my time? Yeah, it's coming. I would enjoy yourself. I would literally advise you to enjoy yourself, because your time is coming, but just enjoy the calm right now, because it will pick up. And the offers, oh, there will be offers, but there may be so many offers, or, you know, I don't even know what these offers will look like, but you will have to think about it. You will be in a position to think about it. So what does that tell you? You will not be desperate, okay? So recognition is coming. That's kind of what you need to know about your job. I guess you're not here. You'll be catching it on the playback. That's what you need to know. That's kind of, it's very simple here. Anything I need to know, messages from Spirit, okay. Can someone write something in the comment section just so I know that this is still working? Because last time this happened, and it looked on my end like the live was still going when really it was cut off. So can someone just write something so I know I'm still live and everything's okay? There's so much you're unaware of right now, Sophia, that's coming your way. And actually, it's like that on purpose, okay? Oh, perfect. Thank you. It's like this on purpose. You can't know what's coming, okay? There's so much coming for you that's positive. It's just like you just can't know about it right now. So just, you have to have patience, but let's just find out what you need to be aware of, what Spirit wants you to know. I really wish you were here because I need to clear. There's that Two of Swords again. I've got somebody making contact that should really stay in your past, but I'm not sure what they want and why they're coming back. But you asked about what you need to know. You know, it may not be that this is that great, you know, like you may be like, who cares? But it's coming through. I've got somebody who's about to take some sort of initiative, and it is a male, but I don't know if it's a love connection. I don't know what this is actually. Give me more. It was someone who was once dragging their feet in committal. Someone who couldn't commit. Now listen, if this is not that, it's that, and it's not someone coming back, be careful you're not selling yourself short if anybody does come into your life that's new. I've got somebody here who is, I feel distracted, detached, doesn't really know what they want, thinks they do, but really might be in just the mood to play around with you, okay? Like wants to play games, wants to play around. They're not in any kind of state to commit. So again, this is either somebody from the past or this is somebody coming to you. Please stay on track. This is somebody that you could spot like a mile away. So don't allow them in, and don't ignore. Please don't ignore the signs. They will be very obvious about it. A King of Wands does not know how to hide anything. He's not that good. A King of Pentacles, actually, any of the other kings, but a King of Swords being the exception, because a King of Swords will tell you to your face. He can't hide it. So I don't want you looking the other way when it's like, what are you doing? You're too good for this. You can see it. Like, just don't even bother getting involved, okay? I've got something like that being shown to me. So just be, you know, have a heads up for it, okay? Okay, so let's see who's here last. There's two people, I believe. Okay, so Sue Young and then Tanny. What can I look forward to the rest of this year? What can Sue Young look forward to for the rest of this year? I know that's you. New friendship, new circles, new communities. Wow, what's going on over here? We've got advancement in self-independence. So you're making more money. you're making more money, but maybe your value is also going up too, like what you view of yourself, but in turn, through you viewing yourself or fixing something with respect to how you view yourself, then all of a sudden the money starts appreciating. So through self-appreciation, the money starts appreciating. But this is really the ability to be able to survive, like on your own, without asking for a handout. The energy is changing, Su Young. The energy is changing. And your environment will, because you're in a new frequency. Your belief systems have changed. You've been working on that. You've been working on, you know, what it is that you truly want, but what you truly believe in, and aligning with that. Because we can believe all we want. People can sit there all day and say, yeah, I want more money. I want real love. But like, do you think you're in the state to receive that? Like, are you in the proper state to receive that? People don't want to hear that though. They just want. They just want. But they never look at themselves and understand that everything is frequency. And if you are attracting in chaos, there's something you need to work on. Your frequency is elevating, okay? So what comes with that? A new environment, better friendships, better, you know, working conditions. You make more than you did before. But there's definitely an emphasis on organizations or groups. Like you're going to be entering some new groups, and it could be with aligned souls, like aligned connections, definitely. But it's interesting over here. I feel like you no longer care about who wishes you ill will. I don't know if you used to kind of, is that something that you would always think about? Like who likes me, who doesn't like me, or I don't know. You know, is there someone out here to get me, or is someone out to get me? Like you're making peace with that. You just don't give a shit no more. This is really about 0 F's given. You know, that level of that is moving. It's really moving. It's going to be non-existent. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. If you used to tend to think a lot about like, you know, how you were received or how people perceived you, or if people would like you. Like, I just don't think you care anymore. You're more about like, I am who I am and that is enough. Okay, well, that's a little bit different. You could be onto something. But this is something different that I don't feel like is connected to what you just wrote. Give me more. What's coming to her? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Yeah. Woohoo! Intense shadow work. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Oh man. Okay. Oh, you can't read it? It says intense shadow work. So it's probably backwards. It says intense shadow work. That's coming for you. Congratulations. More. Beautiful. Opportunities await. Opportunities await. You're going to be walking through new doors and new timelines. Okay? Please don't hang on to anyone or anything that's not going with you. That's the message. Do not hang on to anything or anyone that will not be following you into that new timeline. Okay? You're not here to stagnate yourself. Okay? Seriously. Please do not hold yourself back for anyone else, okay? This is not a time to be feeling sorry for anybody. This is your time. This is your time to shine now, okay? So shine bright like the diamond that you are. Hi, Susie. Okay, Tanny. I wanted to know what's coming for me in love or relationships. If there's anything I need to do to attract this. One card on what she needs to do to attract, I'm assuming, better relationships. Now that's an interesting card. Okay, I think you need to get out of your own way. I think you're strategizing way too much or trying to control a situation or the situation, which is of your life. You don't need to put this much energy. I think you need to throw down those swords and just really open yourself. I don't know if you tend to be a guarded person. You know, like this is really going to speak to someone who's trying to strategize to like not either get hurt or, I don't know, running away from vulnerability. I'm not sure. He also can talk about being hurt in the past, so he moves a certain way now. You are being encouraged to really not let down your guard fully, but bring it down a bit, because this could be stopping connections that want to enter your life, or, you know, get people who want to get close to you. But it's like, I don't know. It's just like there's some sort of like maybe wall. I'm not sure. Talk to us about love and relationships. So you will be moving forward, but something tells me that the people that you have encountered, there could have been a lot of jealousy, a lot of, you know, them not really being in the same space as you, whether that be, you know, they don't have what you have going on. Work-wise, looks-wise, listen, that should not be a problem for most people, but some people do take it upon themselves to get very triggered by that. So, you know, it could be, you know, harder sometimes to make friends with people if they just have a lot of hangups in life. But really, at the end of the day, it shouldn't really be about comparing each other. But I think you're planting a seed right now in the right direction. You got to be careful with, you know, worrying about time frames. Don't worry about time frames. This will come to you in due time, but there are some lessons I feel like being learned, and it's really about yourself, getting to know who you are right now. It's not that time yet to meet some people. Give me a moment here. It's not that time. I mean, they're there in the distant future, but just not right now. Now, does this resonate with the people that you used to attract? Or is this you? Like, be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? We're not going to be attracting anybody if we're in this kind of energy, okay? Starving for attention. We have to be good with ourselves first, and then we can attract in those that reflect that same, because, you know, they're taking care of themselves, they're healed, they're working on themselves. So they're not going to bring that kind of low dimension drama, okay? More. Yeah, like Tanny, it's not the time right now. People will be blocked from entering your life, just as you will be blocked from entering others' life. The curtain is closed. It's not the time right now. That's what you need to know. It's not the time right now to meet anybody. You've got work to do, and that could be with whatever that is. I don't know, building your career, becoming more independent, spirited, loving on yourself, becoming abundant. I don't know. You understand that like relationships with people are distractions, right? They're distractions. Why do you think you get separated? You know, like, do you notice this common theme when we meet some wild connection, we get separated? It's because we got work to do. We can't do it with them around. So it's the same thing here. And I don't know what kind of relationships you're talking about, but they cannot come in right now. You've got to fix some things. Get your life to where you want it to be. And bringing anybody in right now would be a distraction. That's the message. Okay? I don't know where everybody went, but that's okay. Again, this will be on the repeat. You can watch it on the replay. I will not delete it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that nobody else paid. I'm going to leave now. I will try to do lives more often. I'm going to try to make, no, nope. Sorry, Tanny, I don't see it. I'll try to do this twice a week. I'm going to try to come on twice a week, but I can't plan anything, guys, because I live hour by hour, okay? But I really do wish you all the best. I wish you all the best for the weekend. Have a great weekend, like love and light. All sending it through the camera to you, okay? Take care.